Hello students, today we are here with our next lecture of life processes, and in this video we will discuss about the digestive glands. There are three types of digestive glands present in the human beings. Digestive glands. ना पिछले वीडियो में हमने एलिमेंट्री कैनाल के स्ट्रक्चर को डिस्कस किया था, and in today's video we will discuss about the digestive glands. Three types of digestive glands are there. First one is salivary gland. Second one is liver. And the third one is pancreas. All of these three salivary glands secretes many types of juices which contains different types of enzymes responsible for the digestion of food. So one by one we will discuss about all these three glands. First one is salivary gland. The salivary glands are present in the buccal cavity. These are present in the buccal cavity. There are three pairs of salivary glands present in human beings. First pair is parotid gland, the largest salivary gland. This is the parotid gland. Second pair is submandibular gland. It is also called as submaxillary gland. And the third one is sublingual gland. Third one is sublingual. Parotid gland, submandibular and sublingual gland. Now what is the location of these glands inside the buccal cavity? Parotid glands are present just below the ear in cheek region. Okay, so these are present in below the ear. In the cheek region, here it is present. Submandibular glands are present in the jaws. And sublingual glands are present below the tongue. All of these three glands secretes saliva. The saliva is a viscous fluid which is responsible for lubrication of food, and it also contains enzymes like salivary amylase enzyme and lysozyme enzyme responsible for the digestion and killing the microbes. Clear? So we are discussing about the function of the salivary amylase. Salivary amylase enzyme, all these three glands secrete saliva. This saliva is the mixture of mucus, water, salivary amylase enzyme and lysozyme enzyme. Water is responsible for keeping the food wet and keeping the mouth also wet. Now, almost 1 to 1.5 liters of saliva is secreting in our mouth during a day. Clear? This saliva, the water present in the saliva is keep the mouth and food wet. Mucus present for keeping the food sticky so that it can be easily engulfed. And the third one is the salivary amylase enzyme. This salivary amylase enzyme is responsible for the digestion of starch. Starch is a polysaccharide type of carbohydrate, and it has to be digested in its simpler units, that is called as monosaccharide or glucose. So here one step of digestion completed in the salivary, in the mouth region, and this is digested by the activity of salivary amylase enzyme. This salivary amylase is also called as ptyalin enzyme. Both are the same thing. Ptyalin or the salivary amylase, both are the same thing. The pH of saliva is about 6.8. Its pH is 6.8. By the activity of salivary amylase, the starch present in the food gets converted into the maltose sugar. It is a disaccharide sugar. Starch is a polysaccharide. This polysaccharide gets converted into a disaccharide. After that, this disaccharide will convert into the monosaccharide, that is glucose, and that process takes place in the intestinal region. Clear? So this is the function of salivary amylase enzyme performed by the enzyme in the buccal cavity. Next one is the lysozyme enzyme. One more enzyme that is called as lysozyme enzyme is also present in the saliva, and this enzyme is an antiseptic enzyme. It kills most of the microbes present in our food. So it behaves an antiseptic or antibacterial enzyme. Clear? This is about the salivary gland. Nextly, we will discuss about the liver. Liver is the largest gland or largest organ of our body. Next one is liver. It is the largest gland and the important function of liver is secretion of bile. We have to know the function of bile. Clear? The secretion of liver is bile juice. The cells of liver are called as hepatocytes, and the hepatocytes secrete bile juice, and this bile juice gets stored in the gallbladder, and it releases from the gallbladder into the common duct that is made up of bile duct, pancreatic duct and a duct which arises from the stomach. ठीक है, तीनों मिलकर एक कॉमन डक्ट बनाती है. यहाँ से बाइल जूस लेकर बाइल डक्ट आती है इधर लिवर से, इधर से पैनक्रियाज से पैनक्रियाटिक जूस आती है, पैनक्रियाटिक डक्ट जूस लेकर पैनक्रियाटिक डक्ट, और यहाँ से आ रही है हमारे पास स्टमक से डक्ट, और तीनों डक्ट एक कॉमन पैसेज दैट इज कॉल्ड एज स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन उसमें ओपन होती है. दिस डक्ट पोर द बाइल जूस, दिस द pancreatic juice, and inside this duct the chyme of food is present. ठीक है, जो स्टमक में partially digested food है, this partially digested food is called as chyme. ठीक है, तो chyme यहाँ पर आता है, और ये जो bile juice है, this bile juice perform very important function that is called as emulsification of fat. Clear? This bile juice contain bile salts. Two important bile pigments are also present in this bile juice. These pigments are called as bilirubin and biliverdin. These are the two important pigments present in the bile juice which are responsible to provide yellowish or greenish color to the fecal material. This bile perform a very important function of emulsification of fat. Okay, it performs emulsification of fat. Now what is the meaning of emulsification? Emulsification means the breakdown of fat into the smaller pieces. ठीक है, हमें पता है फैट जो होता है it is insoluble in water, और जब तक ये वाटर में soluble नहीं होगा इसका डाइजेशन नहीं होगा. तो इस फैट को वाटर सॉल्युबल, नॉट कंप्लीटली वाटर सॉल्युबल, इट इज पार्शियली सॉल्युबल, तो इसे वाटर सॉल्युबल, जो पार्शियली सॉल्युबल हो सके वाटर में, ऐसा बनाने के लिए कोई डिटर्जेंट लाइक स्ट्रक्चर हमें चाहिए, एंड दिस डिटर्जेंट लाइक स्ट्रक्चर इज बाइल जूस. ठीक है, आप देखते हो हमारे पास ग्लास में वाटर है और उस पर हमने 1-2 स्पून ऑफ ऑयल डाला है ना, उसको हमने काफी अच्छे से स्टिर कर दिया, मिक्सर ग्राइंडर से स्टिर कर दिया, लेकिन फिर भी वो ऑयल उस वाटर में मिक्स नहीं होता. कुछ टाइम बाद हमें दोनों की सेपरेट लेयर देखने को मिल जाती है. लेकिन उसमें यदि आपने 1 स्पून डिटर्जेंट पाउडर डाल दिया तो डिटर्जेंट पाउडर डालने के बाद हम ऑयल और वाटर की सेपरेट लेयर नहीं देख पाते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे पास एक इमल्शन फॉर्म हो जाता है. तो उस केस में जो फैट है इट गेट्स पार्शियली डिसॉल्व्ड इन द वाटर, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इमल्शन. ठीक है। और ये जो इमल्सिफिकेशन की प्रोसेस है फैट्स की, ये कौन करता है? बाइल जूस। जब इमल्शन फॉर्म हो जाएगा तो उसके बाद पेनक्रियाटिक जूस में जो लाइपेज एंजाइम है, ये लाइपेज एंजाइम उस इमल्सिफाइड फैट को डाइजेस्ट करता है। सो emulsification of fat is the most important function of the bile, and its important function is to provide alkaline medium for the proper functioning of pancreatic enzymes. ठीक है, हमारे स्टमक में मीडियम कैसा होता है? एसिडिक होता है, बिकॉज हाईली कंसंट्रेटेड हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड इज देयर, सो द मीडियम ऑफ फूड इज एसिडिक. Now in small intestine, the medium of food gets changed from acidic to alkaline for the proper functioning of pancreatic enzymes, because in pancreatic juice many inactive enzymes are present. These enzymes gets activated only in the alkaline medium. That's why it is necessary to convert the medium from acidic to alkaline. Clear? So these are the important functions of bile juice. The third gland is pancreas. Pancreas is a mixed gland. It behaves as both endocrine as well as exocrine. It has two types of function, endocrine function and exocrine function. Clear? So we will discuss about the function of pancreas. Pancreas behaves as endocrine and exocrine glands. The endocrine function of pancreas is to secrete insulin and glucagon hormone. And the exocrine function is secretion of pancreatic juice, which is responsible for the digestion of especially the proteins and fats. The endocrine part of pancreas is called as islets of Langerhans, and this islets of Langerhans has two types of cells. They are alpha cells and beta cells. Alpha cells are responsible for secretion of glucagon hormone, and beta cells are responsible for the secretion of insulin hormone. About the endocrine function of pancreas, we will discuss in the section that is endocrine gland in the next chapter, that is control and coordination. इस चैप्टर में हम नर्वस सिस्टम एंड एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे, तो वहां पे हम जो पेनक्रियाज है इसका एंडोक्राइन फंक्शन भी डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. So these are the three important glands present in the human digestive system. This pancreatic juice contain many types of inactive enzymes like trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, procarboxypeptidase enzyme. Clear? These are the inactive protein digesting enzymes, and they gets converted into the active forms by the activity of bile, because bile makes the medium of food alkaline for the activation of pancreatic enzymes. So the trypsinogen gets converted into trypsin, chymotrypsinogen converted into chymotrypsin, and procarboxypeptidase converted into carboxypeptidase. Clear? So this is all about the digestive glands present in the human digestive system. In our next video, we will discuss about the physiology of digestion. Thank you very much.